Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports' presentation of the NBA. I'm Damon Bruce. Wednesday in the NBA. It's Tony Parker and the San Antonio Spurs going up against Kevin Love and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And now let's go to Kevin Harlan, Clark Kellogg, and Steve Kerr out at Target Center as tip-off approaches.
The San Antonio Spurs come into a Western Conference contest in this game. The NBA on 2K Sports. That is the place you want to be. And we're happy to have you with us on our broadcast today. So the opening lineup for the Spurs, presented by State Farm. Parker and Manu are the backcourt. McDyess and Duncan, they're inside. And it's Jefferson in at the three, the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, Beasley plays the three with Love and Darko rounding out the front court. Ricky Rubio is out there with Johnson.
Looked like they found the soft spot in the defense there.
Well, guys, the Timberwolves are looking to establish more of a home court advantage. I mean, last season, they narrowly missed having the worst record at home in the NBA at just 12 wins and 29 losses.
Now, Rubio. Ginobili missing from long range. Beyond the arc, Johnson gets the bucket. We just talked about the Timberwolves at home, 12 and 29. That was actually their best performance at home in the last 3 seasons.
Wow.
Steve?
You can forgive these Minnesota fans for being a little frustrated. They are in the bottom 10 in attendance, but it could be a lot worse. I mean, this team's record has been horrible the last few years. Let's hope that this club can get back on the right track and get their fans back in the building.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, earlier I had a chance to speak with Greg Popovich. The point he emphasized to me the strongest was the need for a sharp defensive performance. He touted his squad's knack for reading an offense and reacting accordingly. He said, we'll be ready for whatever they have in store for us. Trust me. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Well, guys, give us your thoughts on that.
Well, you know what? I think the game plan for a lot of teams, really good teams, starts with good D. So it's pretty much what I expected to hear.
And for this club, that's the way it should be. I mean, they need to send a message defensively right away. When you take it to your opponents on the defensive end of the floor, it sets the tone early.
Well, you look at the Spurs, and you wonder how have they been so dominant these years. And it helps when you get a guy like Tony Parker with the 28th pick in the draft, a guy who's been an all-star a few times.
Good job there. No hesitation taking the ball right to the rack.
You know what, guys? Always the best plan in that situation.
Here is Rubio. He's picked up by Parker. Now, here's Rubio. Defense right on him, and it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. Tim Duncan picks one up. Some changes for Minnesota. Pekovic comes in for Darko Milicic. And Ellington is subbed in for Wesley Johnson. Clark, you mentioned Parker's draft. He did fly under the radar, but that San Antonio team, Steve, once again uncovering a gem.
Well, not a lot of guards had found success since coming over from Europe. More big men, if you look at history. But Parker really was one of the few exceptions. I mean, he came over here and immediately started for the Spurs and has been an all-star caliber player ever since.
Fires for three. Count that one. Parker's got 6.
And they answer right back with that 3.
It's a good old shootout. The fans are enjoying this show.
Beasley against Jefferson. 6 to shoot. for the three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Fellas, they are heating up from outside now.
Yep, of their last 5 hoops, 3 of them have come from long range.
From downtown, and again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And he responds with his own three-pointer.
Yeah, he came right back with his 3. And we're seeing a bit of gamesmanship right here, Steve.
And there's Ginobili. That's good on the assist by Parker. 7 points for Ginobili.
And, you know, the Spurs decided prior to the last season that their best chance to be successful was to go up tempo. They knew they didn't have the inside play that they did in past years, so they played a very fast pace and used their three-point shooting to their advantage.
Rubio, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Rubio's got 10 points in the game. Ginobili with the ball. He's got 7. We talk about the Spurs game planning for the Lakers, Steve. I guess you want to spread the floor against that big front line of Los Angeles, and of course a major quickness advantage at the point guard for San Antonio.
Well, you try to play to your strengths, Kevin, and basically Tony Parker looked to attack in transition. I mean, even when the numbers were against him, he's so good at putting defenses on their heels. The other players ran to the three-point line, and if Parker got bottled up, he had a kick out. If the ball wasn't stopped, he slithered his way to the basket.
Here's Ellington, and again it's Minnesota converting.
Beautiful pass there.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Boy, it really had to be deflating for the Spurs after winning 61 games in the regular season to be bounced out of the playoffs by the Grizzlies in the first round. And it raised some interesting and difficult questions for them moving forward.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Darko Milicic, he's checked in for Pekovic. Johnson comes in for Wayne Ellington. And Luke Ridnour subbed in for Ricky Rubio.
It has been all offense here early.
It sure has been. I mean, both teams clicking, and it's been an entertaining game as well, guys.
Now, here's Ridnour. Fader on the way. And it's Beasley. That time in the assist from Luke Ridnour. And it's a tie ball game. Here's Quinn. Backing down is Green. Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. On offense, here are the Spurs. Going back, Clark, to that first-round upset, the second time an 8th seed has ever won in a 7-game series. And the Spurs were thoroughly outplayed, Steve, by the Memphis Grizzlies. Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol. What a collection Grizzlies got by them.
Yeah, that didn't feel like an 8th seed, did it? I mean, Randolph and Gasol so dominant in the front court. And then I thought Memphis' defense was really good, too. But the Spurs, as well as they played the regular season, just didn't have it in the playoffs. I think they needed an infusion of some young talent there in San Antonio.
So with Duncan sitting on the bench. Here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. They've got Gary Neal. Green out there with Splitter. Then there's Blair. And it's Quinn in at the 1. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Kevin, one of the most consistently successful franchises over the years has been the San Antonio Spurs. And all of the people associated with the organization believe that respect is a big part of the Spurs' success. Coach Greg Popovich's view on the matter, well, this is what he said. Teams that get along, that respect each other, that enjoy being around each other, probably react better on the court. They don't have to be best buddies, but if they can respect each other and enjoy each other's time away from the court, I think that aids them once the game starts. Given that a lot of organizations try to model themselves after the Spurs, sounds like a good philosophy.
Thanks, Doris.
Well, you can see it out there. I mean, these players all respect each other so well, and that's why they've had such a great run here in San Antonio for so long. A great respect for each other and for their coach.
There's Neal with the 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
That's 9 straight points coming off 3 3-pointers. The defense just getting shelled.
Steve, the threes are killing them. I think they've got to find a way to chase them off the three-point line.
Now, here is Ridnour. Johnson kicks to Tolliver. That's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Then you can see the strategy has been to take the ball inside here.
That's where you get high percentage looks and draw fouls, Steve, and it's a good way to play.
Johnson against Green. Here is Blair. Pekovic checks in for Minnesota. Love comes in for Anthony Tolliver. The Spurs making a switch here. Here's Ridnour.
Well, the Timberwolves are hoping that they've found some answers at the point guard position. The veteran Luke Ridnour really played a steady role for them a year ago, but Johnny Flynn, their top draft pick in 2009, missed almost 30 games and really struggled on the court.
Flynn gets called for the reach. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Ridnour. Guarded now by Duncan. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Love. Good. And the assist goes to Ridnour. Now for the Timberwolves, the answer to their playmaking needs, a point guard, Steve and Clark, may have arrived in the form of rookie Ricky Rubio, joining the team from Spain.
Well, it's got to be a relief, Kevin, for the Minnesota fans to see the former number 5 pick in the 2009 draft finally in uniform for the Timberwolves. Scoring is still a question mark for him, but his passing, court vision, and flair, all of that is unquestioned. Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Well, using his height advantage against the much smaller man, that was the right play to make there.
Parker with the steal. Count it. Parker's got 5 points in the quarter. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Webster. Ellington comes in for Wesley Johnson. And Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Luke Ridnour. Then for the Spurs, Antonio McDyess is checked in for Blair. Jefferson comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Ginobili in for Gary Neal. Pekovic makes it off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
They can't seem to stop anybody inside.
They got to know that if they don't make life tougher in the paint, the opponent is just going to keep going there. I mean, it's not like they'll get tired of all these in-close opportunities. 3 straight buckets in the paint. They're making it look effortless.
Well, speaking of effortless, you'd like to see a little more out of the defense. So how about trying, guys? That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Beasley with the steal.
I'd like to see a 2-for-1 situation here, Clark.
I agree. I think it's always good to give yourself that last shot.
Heads-up play, preventing the easy lay-in.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, he saw it was a free layup, didn't want to give that up, so he fouled him to force free throws.
Well, the Timberwolves were one of the worst teams in the NBA last year, and playing in that Western Conference is tough. They went just 7-45 against conference foes.
Parker kicks to Duncan. Working on Love. And stolen by Love.
Great hands down low. Gets the takeaway.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. And that one falls for Love. Darko Milicic, he's checked in for Minnesota. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And this is how you build a lead and protect it. You be tough and get to the free throw line.
Yeah, they dialed up the attempts here in the second quarter. And you said it, Steve. I mean, they've been the aggressors. They've been in attack mode the whole way.
Another three goes down, guys.
Yeah, you got to get up into them defensively. I mean, you got to put pressure on guys and make them put the ball on the floor.
Backing down his Beasley. Drops in the layup for two. Beasley's got his second basket.
But the lead just goes back and forth. We're seeing some really good basketball.
You know what, guys? I've lost track of how many times the lead has changed. I mean, it's out. As though it's been a good one, and neither side can pull away. What a game for Tony Parker. He's got 17 points, and talk about the three ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Yeah, you're right, Clark. I mean, it's fireworks from deep. He's just so dangerous out there.
Spurs lead by one.
Hello and welcome to this Wednesday edition of the HB Halftime Report. San Antonio on top against the Timberwolves at Target Center. They've been active defensively, steals, deflections, jumping the passing lanes, forcing miscues. Tony Parker having himself a big-time game. We're at halftime and still he hasn't missed a shot. It's been a pure shooting exhibition. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves not to be outdone. Close-range shots, their bread and butter early on, a gigantic lead in points. Wesley Johnson's playing well in the first half. He's got 5 points and has added some assists to his totals as well. And here's tonight's scoring leader, Paul going in the second half. That's it here. Now let's check back Kevin Sneed, Clark Doris for the start of the third quarter.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter. Welcoming you back at closely contested first half so far. Here's Parker. Beasley plays the three. Love and Darko rounding out the front. Johnson out there with Ricky Rubio. So that's one for Minnesota. Parker covered by Rubio. Here's Duncan. Shots good on the other side. No double. Duncan's got the first pass and the second half. Let's go to our first line report. Doris, what do you think?
Guys, Tony Parker, a great point guard, but like the Spurs team, he's often overlooked. He said when they're talking about the best point guards, sometimes they don't talk about them. But that's not what I mean motivation. They can talk about Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, Aaron Williams, and Chris Paul. I don't have them those rings. And fellas, like they always say, the ring is the thing.
Now, Doris, you can't argue with that.
You know, his story may be like championships and types of
Jefferson. Johnson. Gets rid of Johnson on the inside. Jefferson's got his first point in this one. Minnesota calls timeout.
I think Coach Saul come for getting one correct. You got to make sure every time
Now, checked in for the field. He's having a catching shield here as well. He's checked in for Antonio Ignatius. Here's Johnson. He's got 7. Villanova shifts in the post. Duncan is there. Pulling it down. If the official calls a high, maybe a 3-point play. That line on Jefferson. They wanted nothing to do with him.
Yeah, not what the coach had in mind when he drew up the offensive game plan.
You know, guys, the Spurs play great basketball against their Western Conference foes. I mean, they went 38-14 against the
Timberwolves trailed by 3. Stolen by Ginobili. Here's the play. A finish. Finishes on the front. Now, strike, slam, can't replay that one.
The windmill finish. Now that's nasty.
How do you finishes the play? Utter disregard for his Steve, when you look at the Spurs regular season,
They have to take advantage of the scoring and cover up the fact that they're no longer one of the most talented teams in the NBA.
you know, it's reaching ball. That's his first foul. Here's Beasley. Johnson to that middle now. Here's Churchill. He dispatches it
Again, the minutes of his players. He really massages those away. He never overuses this guy on the course of 60.
That's making changes. Checks in and somehow and the switcher also San Antonio. Green's checked in. Clark has that 3-point going back up. And he uses the benefit of his team player. Spurs usually have a flashlight.
They lost in the first round. They dipped on time. So I don't know, maybe a different approach to the Spurs this year.
Screen right by Duncan. Nailed from the 3-point land. Green got a 6.
It's been really he allows himself to get he's aggressive and transition. He leads the easy. He's a great option from long range on that fast break if you give him that much room. That's
handled it so well that time. We didn't able to anticipate that pass.
No time at all on that one. And it's a 9-point Spurs lead.
That's now 6 straight points off open threes. Pay attention to the scouting report. I don't know how good these things go south when you start giving up wide open looks to this team.
Antonio calls timeout. Minnesota seeing some changes. Darko Milicic is checked in with Pekovic. Thompson comes in for Michael Beasley. And Ellington subbed in for Wesley Johnson. Green gets the lead. Above 3. 6 points for him.
Another three, and we've just seen a lot from long range here in the second half.
They have come out blazing. And defensively, it's hard to deny that shot. I mean, that's a lot of ground to cover when a team spreads you out like they do. Boy, he went way up top. There's some serious things happening. Wow!
Just throws up a prayer and it gets answered.
And those kind of shots are such a big lift for any team going into a break.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. It's been a clinic to Tony Parker.
Yes, so far in this one, he's played a different role than normal, but he's done a nice job as this team's playmaker here today.
And all of it's worked for the most part. I mean, he might not be known as a dime dropper, but after this game, he will be.
And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Now, while we've got a moment, we're going to send it over to Doris Burke, our spark of the game, presented by Sprite. Doris.
Hey, Kevin, well, our spark of the game goes to the Spurs for that major surge. With each bucket they get, they keep putting this game a little bit further out of reach. You have to be excited with how they look if you're a fan of this basketball team, guys.
Doris, thanks. That run really propelled them.
It sure did. I mean, it got their confidence up and gave them the kind of swagger you like to see in the team.
It gave them the edge for sure because look at the opponent. I mean, they are kind of down on themselves right now. The body language, not where it needs to be.
A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All filled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, Jefferson and McGice make up the forwards. Tony Parker is out there with Gary Neal. And it's Duncan in at the center. Here's Webster. It's good for long range. Webster's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Timberwolves. Spurs leading by 6. Parker working against Ridnow. 13 feet out. Gets it to go.
Man, they are both lighting it up here.
Exciting basketball, Steve. I mean, it's been back and forth. Each side dropping in points every chance they get.
Now, here's Ridnow. The shot by Beasley. Good. And the assist goes to Ridnow. Ridnow's got his 7th assist in the game. Parker against Ridnow. Tipped away. Taken away by Ridnow.
He's been doing a nice job taking care of the ball. Not many miscues from him in this one. It's his only turnover.
And it's the Spurs with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. McGice kicks to Parker.
So a couple of poor possessions now in a row consecutive. Both times turnovers. That's not productive basketball. That's not winning basketball.
Now, Clark, you start stringing errors back-to-back together, you lose all momentum in this game.
San Antonio leading. Here's Neal. Got a piece of it.
He anticipated the kick out and came up with the steal.
Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Big time is right. A lot of momentum here offensively.
Watch out below. Get out of his way now.
No way that he was going to slow him down.
Not that time. They weren't about to take those points away from him.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Kevin Love's checked in for Milicic. Randolph comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Michael Beasley. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Luke Ridnour. Manu Ginobili's checked in for the Spurs. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He said to them, show me you want it more than they do. I need your best effort from here till the final buzzer. The W is there. You guys just go get it.
Randolph, a screen on Parker. Webster dishes to Rubio. He's picked up by Parker. Randolph, a screen. Here's Johnson. Duncan with the block. Spurs leading by 5. Jefferson with the 3. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 6 assists in the game. Now, here's Rubio. Covered by Parker. To stop the run, here's Randolph. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Boy, they are really getting chewed up inside here. I mean, that's 8 of the last 10 points they've given up inside, in the paint.
Yeah, and the paint should be sacred ground for a defense. I mean, you can't let anybody just trot in there and get an easy bucket.
And the Timberwolves call time.
He wants to make a few adjustments out there, and he's running through those with his team right now.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Beasley comes in for Anthony Randolph. And Luke Ridnour subbed in for Webster. Here's Beasley. Beasley right side. There's the dish to Rubio. Now Love inside. McDyess is there. From down low, and it's Love getting it to go.
Offensively just hammering away at the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're up by 6. 1:41 left to play here in the 4th. .141 left in the 4th quarter. Ginobili the pass to Parker. Ginobili. Covered by Rubio. Ginobili kicks to Jefferson. Back to Ginobili. Backing him down is Duncan. Puts it up, and the layup is good. And the Spurs lead by 8.
This has been an offensive explosion, guys. They are on fire.
How about a volcanic eruption, a flash fire? And defensively, I mean, your guess is as good as mine. They just hope that they cool off at some point.
Blocked again, but they'll get another chance. Beasley, a little shot fake there, got the knee out of position. Beasley's got 8 points here in this quarter.
As great as they've been on the board so far, they just haven't found a way to get out on top.
Yeah. But if they continue to rebound, they can put together a little run here and cut into this lead.
And Parker with the basket on the assist by Ginobili.
Just adds to what has already been a great day for him.
And the Timberwolves call time. They're trailing by 8. There's 57 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And the Spurs making a change here. Beal's checked in. Ridnour dishes to Rubio.
All these turnovers really hurting his team. He continues to give the ball away.
Neal. The shot is off. Now the Timberwolves will take it the other way. They trail by as many as 12. Rubio the pass to Johnson. Here's Love. Here's Beasley on the mark from 16 feet out.
Good basketball instincts on display there, making it happen.
And he commits the intentional foul. Here's Parker, and that's an intentional foul. Can't get the first one to drop. So he can't get either to fall. A lot is on the line here.
Boy, how about the intensity and focus of the crowd here?
So loud in this place. Nails it! And now they trail by just 4.
You can say anything you want about this guy. He's played well in every area.
And you know what? That tells you what kind of game it's been for him. Well-rounded, highly productive in all areas.
Good foul there. We've got to lengthen this game and stop the clock here.
All you can really do here is hope they give you a chance to even it up.
Does make the second, and that puts them up by 5. Minnesota calls timeout. They're losing by 5. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
The idea here, guys, you get the quick score and then immediately foul.
Steve, if they do get that hoop, then they can actually try for a quick steal on the inbounds pass before foul.
The Spurs making a switch here. Green's checked in. Parker with the steal.
Well, as a coach, that kind of turnover just drives you nuts.
And that's because it should never happen, Steve. I mean, it just shouldn't.
No, you can put this one in the W column. I mean, this is locked up now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they closed this game out exactly like they needed to.
Defensively. Question the effort, but nice play there.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're winning by 5. 9 seconds left in the fourth. 9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul. Gets the first. That increases their lead to 6. 2 for 2, and it's a 7-point ball game. Here is Ridenour. Tries it from the top of the key. Yes! Throws it from deep. Misses the trail. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Tony Parker.